Hey, good morning, everybody. Today we're in the beginning of Matthew chapter 10, and we are reading about the 12 disciples. And we remember that Matthew actually calls them the 12 apostles. And an apostle is one who is sent out into the world. And Jesus is just about ready to do that. And of course, a disciple is one who's a lifelong learner or an apprentice. And they've been doing that for quite a while. But in Matthew chapter 10, verse 2, he lists out the names of the 12 apostles. And he says, first, Simon, also called Peter, then Andrew, Peter's brother, James, son of Zebedee, John, James' brother, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew, the tax collector, James, son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who later betrayed him. And what struck me was the absolute diversity of the 12 that Jesus chose. You think about it, Peter and Andrew were Jewish fishermen. They were brothers. And the next two that were chosen were James and John, who were also Jewish fishermen. And they were friends of Peter and Andrew. And Matthew was next. Matthew, the writer of the Gospel of Matthew. And of course, he was Jewish, but he collected taxes for the Romans, which means that the Jews didn't like him at all. And especially Simon the Zealot would not have liked him because he was a person who was a part of you might call it a radical sect of Jewish nationalists who were known to be plotting even military action to overthrow Rome. If Simon were to have met Matthew in a dark alley before they met Jesus, who knows what would have happened? Now, we could certainly question Jesus' thinking for choosing such a diverse group, but we find as we read the Gospels that diversity does not need to lead to division. Jesus chose them, and he united them, and he used them to take the good news of his love, of his grace to the whole Mediterranean, which was the beginning, the sort of the nesting ground of Christianity. And despite their initial disagreements, they learned to respect one another and even value each other's differing gifts and focus on their goal to bring the good news. And we're here today because of that. Each one had a past, and each one knew that they were sinners, but they were united by the free gift of grace that Jesus provides. And I think that's the word for us today, is that if we have invested and trusted our lives to Jesus, we too are disciples. We're lifelong learners and apprentices of Jesus. And plus, we're also apostles, as Jesus sends us out into the world to be messengers of his love. And I remember some of Jesus' last words as he talked to his disciples before he died. He said, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you. By this will all people know that you are what? My disciples, if you love one another. Now go out and change the world as Jesus did by loving one another.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.